Looking for a good Minecraft server host? Why not choose the best? VeoServ.com. Hello guys, welcome back. TechKingGames here once again, and today we're going to be looking at a new plugin called TF2 or Team Fortress 2 made for Bukkit. And this plugin was created by Chaseos. He's an awesome plugin dev. He has some awesome plugins, so you can check those out as well. Basically, this allows you to run Team Fortress 2 on your server. It's got a bunch of awesome features, ranks, donator ranks, wall sign, dinging sounds. It's really got some cool things I'm going to take you into and look at, which are really cool. Now you're going to need a couple things to get this plugin up and running for the first time. You're going to obviously need the plugin itself, but you're also going to need these two plugins right here. So be sure to click on them and download their newest versions as well. Once you've got them downloaded here, you just go ahead and drag them into your plugins folder like you would any other plugin. I'm not going to do this specifically because this is already done in every other plugin. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and reload your server, restart it, and you'll get this little folder called TF2. Once you have the TF2 folder open, go ahead and go to the config. You guys won't have this yet. Just go to the config, and we're going to look at what some of the stuff are in the config. So first of all, let's just go ahead and take a look at some of the easier stuff. First of all, we're going to look at the classes. There are these classes. Now you can actually create as many as you guys want by just copying and pasting them and creating a second one here. Then just changing around what's in here. Now what we're doing here basically, guys, is armor. You're just putting the item ID code of the armor piece you want for legs, boots, chest, helmet, as well as a protection. Inventory, this is going to be all the information for what's in their inventory. This is a bow. They've got potion effects here. This is the potion ID, and this is the specific potion ID. And this is how many of them. And this is the bow with enchantment and a sword with the enchantment and the number of the enchantment. So that's how that all works. And then you guys can create as many of these classes as you guys want. You can customize the classes and call them whatever you guys want. You guys can add whatever potion effects you guys want to them as well. Now looking back at the config here, the other stuff, countdown is the amount of time that once a game has started that the blue team will actually be teleported. The red team will be teleported to the arena to start going. The capture timer is basically how long they have to stand on the pressure plate to capture the, I guess you'd call it flag or point. That's probably a better word for it. Clear inventory on joins so that people can't bring stuff into the arena. Good thing. Autostart percent. Well, actually, let's look at this right here. Okay, so basically what this Autostart percent is, when we create an arena, we specify how many people can actually go into that arena at one time. If we say the arena, the maximum in the arena at a time is 20, Autostart percent will be 2 because 10% of 20 is 2. So it means 2 people have to be in the game for it to start. 1 on each team. There's donator buttons, which we'll get to in a little bit. And if they don't have permission to use that button, you can put in a custom permission node. AFK timer, this is in seconds how much time after they are AFK they automatically get removed from the game. Killstreaks, you can do increments of killstreaks, so you do killstreak of 5, 10, 15, you can do killstreak of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Kill sound, this can change the pitch and the volume of this. I wouldn't recommend changing the sound because this is taking a sound out of Minecraft and I wouldn't exactly know how to change it. Hit save and you reload your server, then we can go ahead and go in-game and we will see you guys there. Guys, welcome back, and now we're going to be doing the in-game portion of setting up the arenas in-game. I'm going to be setting up this arena here. Comes over here, this is capture point number 1. Comes along here, and this is capture point number 2. This is the blue spawn in there. And this is the red spawn in here. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to set them up to work properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our world edit wand by doing //wand. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and what we're doing is we're selecting the area inside of the map So I'm going to select this little corner right here. And after a couple seconds, it'll pop back into place. And it'll say first position set to blah, blah, blah. And left click will happen when you use / wand. It'll say that. After we left click on that one block, we're going to come over here to the other corner of the arena. Okay? And then it'll say second position set. What I'm going to do, you guys do not do this. I'm going to do / walls stone. This is just so you guys can actually... just change my limit here, guys. Okay. This is so you guys can see the area, the box. Everything inside this wall here is considered to be inside the playing arena. So here's wall on this side. It goes all the way around. So anything in this box is considered to be in the arena. Perfect. We're going to do undo twice here to get rid of this wall. This wall was actually already here. Everything else should be gone. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do / expand vert with our point selected around that wall area. This is basically going to select everything from the top of the sky to bedrock. It selects every block inside of that. Now we're going to do /tf2 create, and we're going to name it. I'm going to name mine bottleneck. If you did it correctly, it should come up and say, sorry, my internet is very slow. Did I not? I must. Okay, we're gonna do /tf2 create. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to do /tf2 create map bottleneck. Did that correctly? It should say successfully created the map bottleneck. Once you've done that, you have to do a couple decision making. For this map, you can set the player limit and the time limit. Now, the player limit is the amount of people that can be in the arena at one time. This means on all the teams. So if you guys want 10 people per team, you're going to have to say 20, because if there's 10 people per team, there's 2 teams, that's 20 people. Get it? So /tf2 create, sorry, not create, set player limit, the map ID, which we named when we first created the arena, which is bottleneck for me. And we're going to put in number. I'm going to say 20, which means there can only be 20 people per team. Did that right, it will say successfully set the player limit for bottleneck to 20. Awesome. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do /tf2 set time limit map ID. Okay guys, this is going to be setting the amount of time that the red team has to capture the point. This is the amount of time that they have to capture it before they win, or the blue team wins, I'm sorry. This is in seconds, so if you want 10 minutes, you're going to do 600 seconds. If you want 5 minutes, you're going to do 300, and etc. I want 8 minutes, so I'm going to do 480. If you did that correctly, it should say, successfully set the time limit for bottleneck to 480. Awesome! We finished the beginning of the map creation. Now I have to set all the spawns and all the individual things. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to come into the spawns area where they're going to spawn in the game when they die and when they join the game for the first time. So this is actually in the game. So now we're going to do /tf2 set spawn red team, because this is where the red team is going to spawn and the bottleneck. This is where I want my red team to spawn, so it's going to be red team. Okay, successfully set the red team to spawn. Perfect. We go over and do the same exact thing. Not in here. In here. Okay. Okay, and this is where they're supposed to spawn, so we're gonna... What you guys can do is actually press T and then press the up arrow, and then you can come over here and hit blue. If you guys want to, you can type it all in, but this is just my faster way of doing it, so you guys know exactly what I'm doing. And if I did it correctly, once again, it should say successfully set the blue team spawn. Awesome. Now we have to do is set the lobby area where they're going to come when they first join the game, and where they choose their rank at or their class at. That's where they spawn after they choose their rank. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to home lobby because I set my home there so that I could get to it easily. Perfect. Now in here, guys, is all these different ranks, and I've got buttons here just for you guys to see what they look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to do slash TF2 set spawn red lobby. And once again, we're going to put the name of the thing in it, and this is basically set the spawn for when we're going to spawn when they come to choose their classes. I'll talk to more about that in a second. Do the same exact thing with the blue side, but we're going to rename that to blue lobby. Awesome. Now we've done the spawns and it's all finished and done. Now we have to go ahead and create the classes. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove this pyro, this demo, the medic, and the soldier so you guys can see me do it 4 times. In my config, I have a class called pyro. So what I'm going to do is slash tf2 create class button. I'm going to make this donator. Basically what this means is only people with the permission node tf2.button.donator can use this button. After you enter it, it'll give you a special button to go ahead and place, and there, if you did it correctly, it should say successfully made a donator class button for the class pyro. Awesome. I get rid of it so that it doesn't confuse the plugin. And once again, you're going to do this for all of them. Demo is yet again another donator one for me. So, once again, we're going to do that and just put the name after it, and it's to say successfully made a donator class button for the class demo. Okay, now let's talk about doing normal ones. What we're going to do is we're just going to do the same exact thing, but instead of donator, we're going to put normal, and we're going to put medic. And here we go. Successfully made it. Awesome. And we'll do one more, and we'll name this one soldier. Okay, guys, so to be able to press all these normal ones, they have to have tf2.button.normal, and to press these, they have to have tf2.button.donator. I'm sorry. So, yeah. And you guys can have, like, in one map, pyro is donator, in one map it's not. You guys can actually do that because it's, like, per button, so that's kind of cool. And you have to do that on both sides for all the classes that you want to choose on both sides for both red and blue. After that, we've done the class buttons. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do back here so I can go back to the map like I was. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go find the capture points. There have to be pressure plates, guys, just so you guys know. They have to be pressure plates. Wooden or stone. And what you want to do is you want to do slash tf2 set capture point, the map ID bottleneck 1. Did that correctly? So say successfully defined capture point ID number 1 for the map bottleneck. What you guys are going to do is we'll put names on them so that 1 has to be captured before 2. So if we name this one 2, it has to go up. It has to be a 1, there has to be a 2. If there's going to be 3, you have to go up in order. Successfully define the capture point ID number 2 for the map bottleneck. It has to be pressure plate, guys. And it'll make it so that number 1 has to be captured before number 2. Awesome, we've done that. Now what we want to do is we actually want to go ahead and create the global lobby. So I'm going to do warp tf2 on my server because that's where I want the lobby to be. Oops, glitch. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do slash tf2 set spawn lobby. And did it correctly to say successfully set the global lobby. This is where they're going to spawn once the game has ended. Now we want to create signs here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay out all the signs. And what we're doing is we're going to need 4, sorry about that guys, all that chat. You're going to need 4 signs normally, and then one additional sign for every capture point that you have. So if you have 2 capture points like I do, you need 6 signs. You have 3 capture points, you need 7 signs, so on and so forth, all in a line and row like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take out the first one. What we're going to type in is we're going to do TF2 bracket TF2 bracket map, and the name of the map, mine is bottleneck once again. And if we did it correctly here, it'll say successfully created a join sign, and all this stuff will come across the board. Now what we can do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have okay, get him in here. Okay, I'll ask him to join Arena 2 for us. And by the way, guys, these signs actually do have lights. I mean, color. Yes. These signs actually do have color, but my computer messes them up, and I can actually get him to do it correctly here. Anyway, what we have to do is right-click on the sign to join it. It'll say you join the bottleneck map, and because 2 people are in it, which is 10% of this map's capacity, 20 people, which is defined in my config, we're good. It'll say starting in 20 seconds. It'll start the countdown, which is also in the config. We go ahead and select our class here. Now, because I'm the owner, I can actually go ahead and select from all the classes. It's going to change your armor, your potion, your weapons, everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some demo here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and see, we spawned where we set it at. And actually, guys, what we didn't do was we actually didn't do a change class or team. What we do is we just go ahead and we, okay, whoopsie, okay, let me go ahead and let me show you guys this. What we didn't do is we didn't actually create a change class one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, God, one sec, guys. Okay, we're going to do such tf2 create change class button. Put it where we want it to put it. Now guys, make sure that there is no redstone behind any buttons or pressure plates that will make the map work normally, because it's going to mess you guys up. Successfully made a change class signs. Basically when they press this, it will bring them back to the change class selection area. And once again, we can go ahead and go back in game here, and we have to do that for both spawns where it says that. So do that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys all the capture points and everything. I guess him to join the arena here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and capture the points so that you guys can see it. But first of all, I want to let you guys know that, well, first of all, you can't capture your own point. It'll say that red is the capture points, blue is for defending the points. So it'll say that. So you guys cannot capture your own points, which is really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come over here. Okay, now I'm gonna have him come over here, and he's gonna come step on these pressure plates. Okay, now if he steps on this pressure plate, it'll start counting down. Okay, now I can't press it. Now he's gonna go ahead and press it. Dude. Come here. Stand right on here. Stand on the plate. Okay, now it should say capture point number 1 is being captured. And after enough time, it'll say that it's been captured. Then we have to go and move over to number 2. Now guys, if you guys are having trouble, here's a couple things to keep in mind. First of all, you have to remember that both World Edit and Tag API have to be installed, as well as this plugin for it to work. if that doesn't fix it, be sure to remember that you have to have permissions. Permissions bucket, permissions X. I use permissions bucket. Look up a tutorial on YouTube on how to use permissions, and that's probably gonna be most of you guys' problems. If it doesn't work, you guys can always ask me in the description box. In the comments below, or you guys can ask them on the plugins page, which is down in the description box as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys learned something. Talk to you later. Bye.
Next to you, careful!
Oh God, what is that? Ah! Oh my God. Cool. Okay.
How was that a zombie? Was it skeleton? Oh shit!
Oh my God. What is this? What is this?
We're gonna die already. Oh my God! This guy. Get the one next to me. Get the one next to me. Get the one next to me.
Okay.
Oh shit!
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh my God.
Get the guy behind you. Get the guy behind you.